and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, the Warriors of Evermore. This will be our first session, and 5th edition, and we're going to be following the rules pretty closely, no house rules, so there shouldn't be anything confusing going on if you know how to read the book. And here we go.
Why don't we go ahead and introduce our characters too?
Well, I have an interesting way for the characters to be introduced in this
Great.
session.
Please tell me you have a theme song already.
Oh, God, I wish, but no. You were... Okay, so I need everybody to roll initiative.
How do you do that? What's initiative?
What's initiative is your dexterity, and you press the button that says initiative.
Whoa!
I should have improved initiative because I'm awesome.
Who takes improved initiative?
You can also
Nancy takes improved initiative.
click the button on your character sheet.
6 for you. Oh God, for me. Oh no,
I
that
have
was Dungeon
0
Master.
initiative.
I think that was for me.
Oh god.
Or it could have been for the Dungeon Master. I don't know.
Thanks, Tom. That's great.
What?
Thanks, DM.
What?
0 initiative.
We're level 1 characters, Jonathan.
Hey, you know what?
We did pretty
I did
well.
pretty good on it, so yeah.
All right.
I mean, I rolled.
Arnold Herod. What?
That's no.
Okay.
No, it's
All right. So. Okay, everybody, calm down. Calm down, everybody. You can change that. The setting here, we're gonna zoom in on a mid-sized town. Looks like your average European medieval, slightly larger than a village, and we zoom in even farther on the very quaint yellow painted cottage, about 2 stories tall, very large, however, and there's a wooden sign hanging over the entrance, and there on the sign there is it looks like a yellow dog who is very cheerful looking, and his tail is wagging, and there's a big hunk of meat with a bone through it sitting in front of him, and the letters sprawled out across the sign above the dog say "The Grateful Dog." And inside the ale house is, a large group of people, maybe 15 or 20, all humans in various clothes of, laboring type of, heavier sort of shirts and pants, like they've been either working in the fields or perhaps smithing. And there's a larger, somewhat older woman with her hair is going gray, but it looks like it may have one time been a very dark black. And there was probably a one-time music being played or some sort of entertainment happening, but as of right now, there's a gigantic brawl occurring with everybody picking up chairs and glasses and smashing them into each other. And that is where we find, it looks like Modus got the highest initiative.
Excellent.
So, go ahead and describe yourself and tell us what you do in this giant fight that's broken out in the Grateful Dog.
Well, Modus is he's a fairly young wizard. He's probably in his. Looks like he's somewhere in his late 20s, early 30s. He's wearing just sort of dusty from the trail green robes that are sort of a dark green and have just sort of some light silver lining on the outside. He's wearing a sort of standard wizard's hat with the large brim and the floppy top, and just dressed in traveling clothes. When he sees the brawl break out, he will definitely move away from that same said brawl.
Is he like hiding under the table, or
is he a human too?
Yes, he is
He's
a human being.
now?
Yes, he's a human being. and human male.
Hair
Standard.
color?
His hair color is sort of brown.
Long or short hair?
It's sort of mid-length. It's just around. He wears it down.
Does he have a long wizard's beard or?
He does not have a long wizard's beard.
Does he have any beard?
He does have a little bit of a beard. It's,
Brown hair as well? Or
Yes.
is it like red?
No, it's brown. That would be crazy.
Neil's hair is red.
Hello, names.
And he is making his way towards the door to.
Oh, he's leaving.
Yes.
Okay.
He
Well, he
has,
started it. And now
he
Everybody
has
jumped in to save him.
he has no dog in this fight. So
in the happy dog.
and the happy-go-lucky dog,
There's no dog in the dog.
Grateful dog.
the grateful
oh,
dog.
grateful dog. I should have remembered that.
I should probably write that down.
All right, so you're going to be basically trying to weave your way through this barroom brawl without getting clocked in the face or hit with a chair or anything like that.
Oh, let me see.
Would you call that
if-
barroom blitz?
You know what?
Not quite enough people for this.
Actually, I will try and stop this brawl by casting the spell Sleep.
All right, can you throw up the spell card on that so we see what that does exactly?
Hey, LeBron James.
He throws them.
White powder.
What does it look like when you cast it?
Well,
Why is my face
it
numb?
kind of looks like a bunch of green dust kind of settling over the area, 20-foot radius.
Like glitter dust?
Poison.
Does it like come from the ceiling, just trickles down?
It's more of just like
An explosion from the hands?
explosion from the hands of dust. Yes, and it will knock out 5d8.
Hit dice or hit points?
Hit dice.
It's 5d8 hit points.
Is it really?
Yes.
All right, but these are mostly commoners, so. Also, are you you don't know these guys yet, so are you particularly concerned about not hitting them?
No.
There's
no.
a big dragonborn and there's an elf, a big elf.
Oh God.
Average looking gentleman.
Although, as an elf, I think you get some sort of bonus against this.
Yeah, you don't.
It doesn't affect him.
It doesn't affect you.
Wow.
So
Elves are awesome.
No, this
First
guy.
time anyone has ever said that.
Oh.
Not true.
Okay, so you're not particularly concerned about hitting the dragonborn, is what I understand.
I do not know them, and he looks like a dangerous fellow.
Wow.
That puts
What's the
you.
judge?
That's what covers are there for.
Is there
so
no save?
I don't think it's immunity. I think you get.
Book.
He is immune to it. So
I don't know if I am actually. The Fey stuff in 5th edition, they have changed up the elves. So
Although this is the edition you play all the time, so really, you should
I
Really,
really,
you should be.
I
on
really
your
should
game.
know this. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so it affects in ascending order of current hit points. So we'll start with the weakest
Okay.
first.
So the commoners and go up.
Yes, and they'll fall unconscious.
I just have an advantage on. Oh, magic can't put me to sleep. So
Oh, at all. You can't. For those who can't see,
An obscene gesture.
Yes, we're going to flicked off. All right, so you're fine, and since you're much healthier than these normal commoners, the dragonborn also is fine. However, as your green dust starts to sift down through the air with sparkles and swirls of magic, there's no save, by the way.
There is a save. Let's see,
I can look it up. You're gonna have to answer Twitch chat, by the way. I can't pull it up.
What are you talking about? Twitch chat? We're playing a game.
Get out of my.
You're ruining the fourth wall. Goddamn, my immersion.
My immersion.
Let's see.
We probably should introduce ourselves too, by the way, just so people know who we are. That's kind of important.
This?
Well, I haven't had.
Outside of character.
I haven't had time to come up with a fake name.
So, your Modus is played by.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
My name is Gary.
And then
No last name given.
we'll introduce characters as they show up.
Okay.
I don't see anything.
There isn't a save.
Then
That's pretty sweet. Yeah.
Except it's for the weakest people. You
Well.
kind of want to target the higher.
all these guys who are just about to punch each other or like in headlocks and everything, they all just kind of drop to the floor. You get at least a handful of them. So
Because you can't count, apparently.
Did it affect him?
it did not go that high.
Him?
No, he's still got more.
Okay.
As from what I understand, it would take out all the lowest
Yeah.
in the area first.
Which is
Right.
kind of the opposite, I think, of how it used to be.
I don't know, but it's pretty useful. It was useful in this situation.
If it's just sleep and
All right,
no
so
save.
Oh, like that's not like a weird thing. Like there's magic in this world. Like
this is a fairly high
okay.
fantasy.
So it's not gonna be like, oh my god, he's a wizard.
It's a
burn him.
witch. Burn him at the stake.
Okay. Get the dragonborn to burn
I
him.
should have established that.
Yeah.
Kill him. So now James Herod, that's happened. You saw this. I don't know if I'd say clearly wizard fellow, but he's dressed exactly like a wizard. Throw up his hands and cast magic, and all these people go to sleep. So you can draw any inference from that you wish.
Just be, I've been sitting at the back of the bar, just leaning up, sipping on my ale and just laughing at all the peasants beneath me, just fighting over a game of cards gone awry. Right.
What's your name?
So my name is Johnny, and
you play the character?
My character, get into that. Hold your horses. Slowly roll.
It's
forward
pretty
bets.
important.
Okay,
My character is James Herod. He is a fighting swordsman from one of the local villages in the area. Local hero from where he's at.
Don't tell too much about his history yet. Just describe him.
He is in his mid to late 20s, kind of shoulder length, brown hair, scruffy, sweet chiseled jawline, deep blue eyes.
Gorgeous.
Yes. He's
Really, because your charisma says he's not gorgeous.
He's slightly more than.
He just doesn't. He just when he gets around a pretty girl, he just doesn't know how to talk. He kind of gets tongue tied.
Oh, so you're not playing a character then?
Charisma's how you look,
Sounds
buddy.
pretty good.
It's important.
So,
Charisma. Hate you so much.
but no, he's
What's he wearing at the moment?
He's currently wearing just a, I guess, I don't know, gray and green. What was he wearing again?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
A green and silver robe and a big floppy wizard's hat.
You can both be green.
You can
Okay.
be green.
Well,
Is he wearing his armor? Because that would cover it up anyway.
yeah, he's wearing his chainmail over everything else, and
So he's fully
Interesting.
accoutrement as a warrior.
he's always ready because in his
Oh.
experiences, you can never be too careful.
That makes a lot
So
of
he's
sense.
just kind of he's sizing up the competition and just waiting for everyone to kind of knock each other out before he actually feels the need to intervene.
Mission accomplished.
Do me a favor and make an insight check. Open up your character sheet and tap the insight. Should be down here from the skills. Oh, this one. The word insight. All right, you're sizing everybody up. Everybody in here looks super tough. You're not sure that even in your current armored state, and then just kind of wearing their just got off work clothes, that you could even handle anybody. It's very strange.
Well, then I will choose to once I see the wizard here, I'll just kind of chuckle to myself and continue drinking. See what happens next.
All right, as
It's not quite as loud as that.
as James Herod is chuckling, all these guys are getting thrown around him, and he just kind of moves his feet out of the way as some guy stumbles past and gets hit with a chair.
Sit up on the bar, or some guy slides underneath me.
And after Jimmy James, Sylar Finrick.
Silvar Fenric. Silvar Fenric is
What's your name?
okay. Silvar Fenric is played by Alwick or Nick.
That was right.
God, no!
He is a